Caldera is a horrible map, and by far it is the worst map in Call of Duty history, and might even be the worst map in Battle Royale history. This is going to be a rant on this map because I've been playing it for the last 3 or 4 hours at the time that I'm recording this, and I have not had a good experience in that entire time. So grab your pitchforks, grab your torches, because we're just coming at Caldera, and honestly, whoever designed this map should lose their job. I don't know who thought it was a great idea to go this direction, but it was a bad decision, and whoever approved it needs to go see a therapist or something, because something's not right in their life. All right, let's grab our shovels and let's dig in here. Okay, first thing, I actually will admit Caldera is a beautiful map. Aesthetically, it is very pretty to look at, and it's a huge step up from the gray and brown that we called Verdansk. However, the map design and layout sucks. I don't know if it's just me and I have the worst luck imaginable, but every time I've died to someone camping or just staying on the high ground. At the launch of Caldera, it wasn't actually that big of an issue because everyone was so tired of the building camping that Verdansk had. You could actually run around these open fields and get in some great fights, and that's how everyone played at launch. But people slowly realized, hey, I can sit in a bush, be completely invisible, and wait for a team or someone to walk by, and it's just an easy kill for them. Also, if you have high ground in this game, you instantly win. I have no clue what their idea was when it came to designing Peak and having this huge area of the map that is so hard to challenge because it's elevated so much higher than you are. Before the redeploy balloons were put into the game, you couldn't push Peak. If the end circle was Peak, whoever was at the top already won, even if there was 40 people left in the game, because the entire lobby would die just trying to climb up this stupid mountain. And even though redeploys have been added, it still doesn't help all that much with Peak, because if you're on the actual building of Peak, it's extremely easy to just watch the redeploy balloons from fields and from beachhead and kill them as they fly towards Peak. So the redeploy balloons don't help in the first place on that side of Peak. And then on the other side where mines is, that redeploy balloon doesn't even send you high enough to get on top of the mountain. It just sends you into the little crater where any team that is camping on the mountain or on top of the building can just shoot you as you land down. So even then, the redeploys don't help that area of the map whatsoever. Everywhere else, the redeploys work fantastically. But doesn't it say something that to make the map somewhat playable to begin with, you have to add a brand new edition of redeploy balloons? It's gotta be embarrassing to be a developer from Raven Software that worked on this map and have spent hundreds of hours developing it, putting your heart and soul into your passion, and then having the community hate it as much as we do. And not every developer that worked on this map is to blame, but damn, those level design developers are rosy-cheeked, just full of embarrassment when it comes to this map. So I think we all get it. The map design of this map is horrible. And to be successful, you have to play like a rat and consistently camp in a single area, or just hold the high ground and not move the entire time. And that's how you become successful at this map. I've been trying for so long to rush around this map and actually have fun because I don't want to sit in a bush for 20 minutes just to get a Warzone victory. Like, I don't. I'd much rather run around, get 20 kills, and come 15th place than sit in a bush, get 2 kills, and come first place. And the thing is you can't even do that on this map. If you start to run around, you're just gonna get killed by someone in the bushes or someone that has high ground. It's not possible to run around and be successful, especially in solos. Yeah, Verdansk had a lot of building campers, but there were so many ways to beat building campers. Explosives, sensor grenades, heartbeat sensors, literally just being a better player, and you could kill anyone that was camping in a building. And with Verdansk, the only campers that there were stayed in buildings. So if you had to guess where campers were and there's a building off in the distance, hey, he's gonna be in that building. With Caldera, it's not like that whatsoever. There's just campers littered everywhere throughout the entire map now. I feel like I get a taste of what it was like to be an American soldier in Vietnam while I'm running through the jungles. Like, I swear, I'm hearing whispers from the trees and I don't know where someone's going to be camping or where someone's going to be coming from, because there's just no way to have the edge when you're running through the forest. They're either going to hear you or see you first. Even if you're running a heartbeat sensor or UAVs, everyone runs Ghost now, so that's pointless. And if you're in Vanguard Royale, where people don't run ghosts, UAVs are extremely hard to come by. You can buy them at buy stations finally after, what, 4 or 5 months of the community asking for it. But even if you can get a UAV, you're just gonna get killed because someone's gonna be flying around in a plane that you cannot lock onto. That's one thing I don't understand about Vanguard Royale. They took out a lot of the anti-air turrets from around the map. So if someone's in a plane shooting down at you, what are you going to do, Panzerfaust them? No, your Panzerfaust is going to miss. It can't lock on. The only way to counter planes properly would be to have like a Joker or a Pila, a lock-on launcher. There's no counter to them now because over at Raven Software, they're really good at game design decisions. And the player base is also really stupid on Caldera because they just camp their asses off the entire time as well. It's so annoying when people just camp in bushes or camp in buildings and third party you just after fighting a team. Like, holy shit, you smell horrible. You need your diaper changed. Go get your pacifier and go tell mommy about what you did at kindergarten. Because I swear to God, the people that play like that have to be younger than 12 years old because there's no way a grown adult is going to have fun in Caldera sitting in a bush or sitting in a building not moving. I don't understand what is so appealing to you. And if you say it's fun, you're lying to yourself and you need therapy. Go outside, touch some real grass, stop touching virtual grass on Caldera. I promise the grass and bushes in real life are way cooler than what you're sitting in on Caldera. Grow up. One of my favorite things to do on Verdansk was get my loadout and then push bounties and be aggressive throughout the entire game, but you can't do that in Caldera. I swear to God, me and my trio and quads team that I play with will go get our loadout and then grab bounties. We will kill our bounty, but we will never leave the area where we killed our bounty because we're third-partied almost instantaneously after we kill our bounty. We have found it easier to survive by not being aggressive and not pushing bounties 24/7 because every single time we've died in the past week, and we've been keeping track of this too, we have died 53 times to third partiers after defeating a bounty within 30 seconds. There's only been 6 times where we have actually completed a bounty and got out of that area to grab a second bounty. And you guys can probably do math and look at the odds. Odds are if we grab a second bounty, we're not coming out of that. So I just don't like playing Caldera at all now. I much rather would play Vanguard, Cold War, Modern Warfare multiplayer, or just Rebirth Island. Call of Duty should do something very similar to what Apex is doing. Apex has multiple maps, and every so often, I think it's like 3 or 4 hours, the maps actually change, so you get to play a variety of maps. Do that with Warzone. Every 3 hours, switch out Verdansk and Caldera, because I promise you, I'm not going to be playing Caldera all the way up until Warzone 2 comes out. I will genuinely stop playing Caldera, which will be like the first time in Call of Duty history where I've actually hated something that much from the franchise that I don't want to play it. Well, I guess other than Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare is a whole different story, but holy Christ. Do they have brains over there at Ravensoft? Because I'm pretty sure with how Caldera was designed level-wise, they probably just had an AI design it in like 20 seconds. Have you guys seen those videos of YouTubers having AIs title their video for them or giving them what they're doing in that video and it's all AI generated? That's what Caldera feels like. And I wouldn't be surprised if we opened the doors to Ravensoft and there was like 4 employees. You had 1 employee working on the anti-cheat system, which is probably why it took so long to be implemented into the game. And then the other 3 employees didn't even go to work. They called in sick. And that's what it feels like the state of Warzone is right now. Rebirth is a different story. Rebirth is actually enjoyable, which kind of sucks because I liked Verdansk 10 times more than I liked Rebirth, but I like Rebirth 10 times more than I like Caldera. So I guess we just wait for Warzone 2 to come out. I'm gonna go outside and touch some grass, unlike every camper in Caldera. And with that being said, I'm about to head out, and if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.